Good evening. Tonight I'm enjoying an Asylum Maduro wrapper. This is a 6-inch by 60 gauge cigar. Good evening smoke, will last about an hour or an hour and a half. Lovely rich flavours. Tonight I'm going to be talking about humidors. These are the devices which come in a variety of shapes and sizes which can be used to store your cigars. They provide a controlled environment in a wooden container, and let me show you the one that I have here. This is one of my two humidors. This is used to store my Cuban cigars. You see them arranged there, and with Boveda pouches also in the box, and at the top you'll see a gauge which tells me the humidor's reading. Now let me tell you a little bit about the way you can store and manage your cigars in a humidor. But first, let's join a little bit more of this. Now, the cigars can be divided by brands or country, and you can divide them with any wooden splats that are provided. But you'll also get, if you buy a box of cigars, you'll get these Spanish cedar wooden dividers, and you can cut these up into strips as I do, and they make suitable wooden dividers inside your humidor. Indeed, cigars enjoy being aged with this kind of wood, much as alcohol, wine or spirits like being aged in an oak barrel. So you can use these, cut them up and use them in your humidor. So that's one element of it, the way you divide your cigars. Now, the other thing you'll need to do is put devices in there that allow the humidor to be regulated in its humidity. Typically, they need to be regulated between 65 and 72%. For instance, Cuban cigars seem to prefer 65%, and other cigars a slightly higher percentage. Now, the devices that you'll be using come in a variety of shapes and sizes. You'll provide humidity or control humidity with one of these little contraptions, a circular disc with crystals in it, which is periodically topped up with water to release humidity. Or you might have a full tray, and this will contain a sponge which absorbs the water. Again, you put the water in there. And in all cases, you need to add distilled water, because other kinds of water have minerals which may contaminate the box and the cigars. So make sure you always use distilled water, which you can get online or maybe at a cigar shop. As well as that, I also use Boveda pouches. These contain little crystals, and you'll see on the sides they tell you the percentages, if I can get that right, the percentages that will provide the regulated humidity for your cigars. They last several months, and indeed when I go and buy cigars from a cigar shop, I will also ask for a couple of Boveda pouches as well. Now, you can also store your cigars in their original cigar boxes that they come in by adding some Boveda pouches, and that will provide some humidity, and they can be stored in a cigar box that way for a couple of weeks, particularly cigar boxes which have the clip lids, and I always keep my cigar boxes for those reasons. Your cigars will stay in the humidors indefinitely. They can age, they can be rotated, gives you an opportunity to inspect them, and it makes a great pastime too. I store my own humidors here in my designated smoking room. I do smoke in other places in the house, but this is mostly where I smoke my cigars, in this bedroom. And I have my humidors and all of my other equipment, including cigar lighters and cutters, there too. So always good to have a humidor with a stock of cigars divided and allow you to choose one to smoke for the occasion. Once again, thank you to everybody who comments and likes on my YouTube videos. Happy smoking, always happy to receive comments and answer your questions.